We are back with Guilford County Schools answering your questions, and we want to make sure that we get your questions answered. So here we go. This person is asking, are teachers being required to wear face masks and face shields and other PPE?
So certainly all of our teachers, all of our teachers and our students are being asked to wear cloth face coverings while they are in the buildings. Face shields are available to our teachers who prefer to add that to the cloth face coverings for additional protection. But we do have, and then we have other appropriate PPE in the schools that can be available to teachers as needed.
Okay, now we're having people ask, will teachers be expected to create virtual lessons and also in-person lessons?
So I can talk about that a little bit. During the voluntary period, we have some pre-K students who are returning as early as Tuesday, September 29th, and some kindergarten students who are returning voluntarily as early as Monday, October 5th. And during that time, there will be both remote teaching and face-to-face teaching. Students will be in school half days, so teachers will be able to accommodate both those students who are face-to-face and those students who are choosing to remain at home. Once schools reopen for students face-to-face, then instruction will be delivered during that face-to-face environment.
This question asks, will the academic calendar remain the same as far as teacher work days and holidays and such?
Yes, the calendar remains.
Except for snow days, right? There's no more snow days because you don't need them anymore?
That's our hope.
Okay, the remote learning, that means no more snow days. Okay, this person is asking, will students and teachers be tested for coronavirus before students report for in-person learning? And will there be ongoing coronavirus testing for students and teachers?
So there's no plan at this time to test teachers or students. As we know, students can be, and teachers can be exposed in all of their daily activities, not necessarily at school. So, somebody may test positive today, and in 3 days may start showing symptoms and then test, I'm sorry, I said that backwards. Somebody may test negative today and in 3 days start showing symptoms and test positive at that time. So no, we don't have any plans to test students or staff.
Right, they're asking about the timing of the start and end times for school beginning October 20th because those have been tweaked a little bit.
They have. Right now, and this is for the most part, schools will be contacting parents directly if their school's not going to stick to the schedule. So we've got elementary schools starting at 7:35. Our magnet elementary schools will start at 7:50. Our middle schools will start at 8:35. There are some magnet middle schools that will have a different schedule. And again, those schools will be contacting their families directly to let them know what those schedules will be.
Mm-hmm. This question is, will schools be providing each student with a reusable mask?
So certainly we've got, we're distributing this week, we've started distributing to schools 5 reusable cloth face coverings for students.
Okay, this person is asking, will elementary students be expected to sit at a desk for 6 hours a day with the exception of recess, and what will recess look like if they have it?
Yeah, so we've worked with teachers and special teachers trying to make sure that teachers understand that kids need a break. And so this is no different here in, when we come back in October versus what we've done in years past, right? And so teachers are used to taking small breaks with kids, giving them a brain break or just a stand-up stretch break. And so most of our teachers are very familiar with younger students and understanding that they need some time just to stand up or to stretch and to take that small break.
All right, they're asking, can you please clarify and explain the 5% for the 14 days metric? It is confusing. We all get it.
Right. So we looked at 2 different models in conjunction with public health officials last night. One was the model set forth by Harvard University. The other was the model set forth by the Center for Disease Control, or the CDC. In both of those models, we looked at positivity rate over a 14-day rate and what that percentage rate looks like, whether it puts us in a green, a yellow, an orange category or red category upon returning to school. So we will continue to collaborate with public health officials and report out in a transparent way. The public health authorities are going to release a dashboard that shows our school metrics upon reentry, and we will try to stay at or below that 5% positivity rate for 14 consecutive days before opening schools for reentry.
This person, I haven't heard this before. How often will students be allowed to wash their hands? I heard they're not allowed to wash their hands at the sinks in the classrooms.
So we are asking schools to schedule hand washing breaks, and then we'll also have hand sanitizer available in every classroom. So we've got that scheduled, included in our schedules.
Okay, and we scheduled this because
we know that hand washing breaks are important before lunches and after restroom breaks. And then again, the hand sanitizer will be available in all of our classrooms.
Okay, so this person is asking, will exceptional children classes be in person?
Yes, so our students with individualized education plans will follow the reentry plan that was set before the Board of Education last night.
Okay, and this person is, we're going to get to school cleaning, custodial staff, buses, and temperatures coming up in the next segment. We're going to be talking about all that, so if that is one of your questions, hang tight because that is what we're going to be talking about next. We'll be right back.